Blessings, everyone. Welcome back to Kyle's Cavern. I hope you guys are having an awesome fall and awesome spooky season. And happy Scorpio season. This is a transformative time. This is a very powerful time because also right now we're having a lot of planetary alignments right now. We're also coming upon a blood moon in a couple days, I think in 2 days. So the blood moon will be in Taurus as well. So which is the opposite sign of Scorpio. Today's video, we're going to be talking about labradorite. Labradorite. So if you guys want to know more about this awesome magical stone, then please keep on watching. Before we get into the video, I'd like to introduce myself to all the new subscribers. Hello, I'm Kyle. I am owner and operator here on YouTube as Kyle's Cavern, and also I operate medicine bags. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We would love to have you. Please, feel free to comment, subscribe, and enjoy the content. But there is a lot of information about labradorite that I do want to make sure I touch on in this video. So without wasting any more of your time, we're gonna hop right into the video of labradorite. So labradorite is a feldspar, and it is part of the feldspar group of crystals. So there's a few of them. So we have labradorite, we also have spectrite that comes from Finland. We also have moonstone, which is a very precious stone to Indian culture, and also we also have rainbow moonstone. We also have peach moonstone, which is another feldspar, and we also have green moonstone. We also have black moonstone. So not all of them will do this flash, but the flash definitely is there on some pieces. Its hardness is a 6 to a 7, so it's very durable. It's very good for jewelry, very great for carving. You don't really have to worry about it fading in water. I think if you are sitting and soaking it in salt water, you will probably see a difference in flash, but normally that would take up to like 2 weeks or a week or so if it's like really submerged. But it's not really affected by water, but I will not say it's good for water elixirs. I always say on my channel that if you want to make a gem elixir or water elixir, always use quartz, but you can always use the indirect method or something that contains, whatever you're trying to charge with your crystals. You can definitely set it nearby or on top if it's something that you're going to be drinking. You can definitely set it on top or nearby, and the properties will still work, because if it's not plastic, glass is a very great energy conductor. It also holds energy in really well. I love glass, and using glass in a lot of, mason jars and holding herbs and stuff like that. So plastic definitely hinders a lot of energetic frequency. So the zodiac signs that are associated with labradorite will be Libra, Scorpio. You also have Leo and Sagittarius. So if you are those signs or have those signs within your birth chart, then labradorite, and if labradorite is called to you, then definitely get your hands on a piece of labradorite. Well, the Innu people of Canada, the native tribes, the Innu tribes of Canada, they really praised and looked at labradorite as a holy stone, because it said that an Innu warrior came across labradorite. He struck it with a hammer, and with that he released the northern lights into the sky. Now, he did not do that for all the labradorites, so the ones that he didn't release, that's how we have crystal specimens of the colors that are within the northern lights trapped inside labradorite. Now, one thing too, the flash, a lot of people think that the flash is only on the surface. The flash comes from within the stone. So I don't know if you guys can really pick it up on camera, but even still, even on this rock part, you can see that it glows from within the stone. So yes, the stone definitely, it glows within itself. I find this phenomenon within moonstone as well. Moonstone has the similar type of glow where moonstone looks like there's almost a spirit trapped within the stone, or like a wisp, or like a willow wisp trapped within the stone. And of course, moonstone is a very moon-based and very divine feminine-based mineral. So with labradorite, the element is all. I definitely feel like some say it's water, some say it's earth, some say it's fire. I definitely feel like it represents all the elements, even spirit, the fifth element, because it definitely helps you to tap into your source, your personal source magic. I definitely feel like labradorite helps you to just to get into those synchronicities, and it definitely helps to enhance and bring out the things that you may need or want. It puts you into the alignment deep down, working on trying to get, or if you're manifesting, working with labradorite would definitely help you to get yourself closer to your goals. I say that it's a 6 because, you know, the Innu people, they say that labradorite is, you know, the flames of the northern lights. So 6 is also represented by the sun. So that's definitely, I can see why would see labradorite as a 6 on the number scale of the triacrylic crystal system as well. We did talk about briefly about the different kinds of feldspars. So we talked about there's larvikite, there's moonstone, and then there's rainbow moonstone, which is basically white labradorite. And then we have black moonstone, and then we have amazonite, and then we have sunstone, and then we also have a peach moonstone. So there's so many different minerals within the feldspar group that I feel like will call to you. And definitely labradorite has always been, at least for me being a Scorpio, labradorite has always been a mineral that calls to me the most, and also a moonstone. It just really helps to work on that shadow part of yourself. Those, you know, those things that we may not want to transform. Definitely labradorite is one of those minerals to help you show you your own power and what you are capable of. And I feel like definitely with the power of the mind and your intention with a lot of things, working with labradorite can definitely help you to bring yourself, like I said, closer to your dreams, your goals, and, you know, awaken your magical gifts. And also I feel like labradorite helps you connect, especially if you're starting off with learning about how to work with root work, magic. It definitely helps you to, you know, find your element as well, because I say that it represents all elements, because I feel like whatever element calls to you the most, whether it's water, whether it's air, whether it's fire, whether it's earth, you can definitely, and it also depending on the hues, you can definitely you know, find pieces that represent that element for you. And labradorite comes in so many different colors. You also can get purple flashes within labradorite. You know, in this one, it almost looks like part of like the earth. So like it's like a little bit of green there, lots of blues. And there you can see a little bit right here of the phenomenon happening within the stone where it glows. Truly magical. Due to diffractions within the stone and then light bouncing off of those diffractions. So you can kind of see those diffractions on the surface right here, but this is only literally scratching the surface of what's within the stone. Locations where you can find Labrador will be Labrador, Canada. You can also find it in Poland. You can also find labradorite in Norway, which we talked about the larvikite, which comes from Norway. You can also find labradorite in Finland, find labradorite in Madagascar, China, Australia, and the US. So there are a lot of places where you can come across labradorite, and it's relatively inexpensive. You shouldn't be paying an arm and a leg for a piece of labradorite. Now there are gem quality labradorites, which means that the flash is on both sides of the stone. See, even on this side, I'm gonna show you this side has a lot more green. Find pieces that call to you the most. Sometimes people like with the raw crystals, and you can still see, even if the crystal is raw, if you shine, you know, the light on it, you will still get that glow. Some places just like to polish it just so you can get the full visual of the phenomenon happening from within the stone. It's not one that's faked too often, and usually crystal sellers are very adamant about what they're selling. So labradorite is a mineral that I feel like it's kind of hard to fake just because of the phenomenon that happens from within the stone. Cipher between the two. Now there are people who dye the stone like different colors, like reds and stuff like that. Labradorite will always be a gray stone, black or gray stone with, you know, the phenomenon of color. So that's another key indication that if your labradorite is man altered, is if the whole stone is, you know, blue, or if the whole stone is pink, because sometimes they like to, some people like to dye crystals, interesting colors. So definitely it will always be a gray stone for labradorite. Properties of labradorite is, well, labradorite is kind of known as can be carried as a protective talisman amulet for protection and also transformation. So I definitely feel like for protection with this flash, it definitely helps to reflect back negativity to its sender and allows you to continue on what you're doing without, as much interference. You can definitely carry this as an amulet, wear it as jewelry for protection and also to transform your circumstances and the energies around you. So definitely, it's always been known as the stone of magic, just because it aligns you in your synchronicities. So if you're seeing your angel numbers, if you're seeing like certain animals, if you're seeing, certain patterns in your life, with or without labradorite. Labradorite, if you don't have it, labradorite can definitely help to point those out for you a lot more. You're a lot more aware of your synchronicities. You're a lot more aware of your intuition. And I definitely feel like it helps to tap into your discernment, your spiritual discernment, because it really does work on the intuition. And I can definitely see why people would say labradorite is very watery because of that intuition. Most of the time labradorite is blue and green. So I definitely feel like, you can, think of it as the ocean, or if it's green, you can think of it as a lake. But if it's also green, you can think of it as a forest. So there's so many, magical ideas and magical, ways that you can work with your labradorite personally and tie it into your workings. Also helps to stimulate your intuition. So if you've been feeling like your intuition has not really been the best, so I definitely recommend either working with labradorite, or you can work with moonstone. Moonstone is a great crystal to really help to boost your intuition and really help you to listen to your intuition a lot more and just be more in tune with self and your surroundings. So also labradorite helps you to stabilize your aura. And I definitely feel like with all of the colors, the rainbow colors, it definitely really does help to target certain chakra points within your auric field when you're working with it, when you're, in that state of mind, or when you're just wearing it. It really does help to fill in those patches in your auric field. So I definitely feel like labradorite is one of those stones that is like one of my top tier crystals. It helps to stimulate all energy flow to all of your chakras as well. So that means that it's gonna help to align your chakras and start getting them working in a proper functioning way. Of course, with your outside work as well. So that means that you're, writing and releasing, burning and releasing. You are, doing the outside work as well as the inside work to reduce stress and anxiety. So if you find yourself to be dealing with lots of stress and anxiety, grab yourself a piece of labradorite. That should definitely help. And also, not just crystals though. I've actually just found out that dogs and cats as well, but dogs and cats can help to, your furry animals can help to lower your blood pressure. We've all heard that, a cat's purr is a meditative sound and it's a healing sound, but we also have, found that dogs, can take on and transmute immediately, negative energy. So it's very interesting. So if you're ever feeling stressed, if you're ever feeling like you need to calm your blood pressure down, grab your furry animal, and that will also, with you petting them and loving on them, it will bring their blood pressure down as well. So if you're ever feeling stressed, definitely either grab some labradorite or your furry friend, and that will definitely help to reduce anxiety and stress. Also, labradorite helps to calm an overactive mind. So I definitely feel that way. I feel like labradorite definitely helps you to have that laser focus, because everything else with it reflecting and deflecting all the negativity away from you, you're now clear in your path to do whatever you want to do or do what you need to do so that you can execute what you're trying to do. So that's why I definitely love labradorite. Labradorite also helps you to connect to the universal energy. So if you're trying to get yourself aligned to universal energies, I definitely say grab yourself a piece of labradorite. I'm actually wearing a necklace that I've made of labradorite. Definitely grab yourself a piece of labradorite, because with it being, said to be a part of the aurora borealis or the northern lights, that's still very heavenly, very universal, almost like the ancestral plane. So definitely it helps you to tap into those energies. Not all of us are able to make it or see the northern lights. So definitely if you have labradorite, you're walking with the northern lights with you. Labradorite also helps to protect you physically. So if you may find yourself to be in very dangerous situations and you need like a quick amulet that works very fast to help reflect that negative energy back to wherever it came from or transmute it, then definitely get yourself a piece of labradorite. How I say crystals can stop you from going there sometimes. So it's like, you know when to use your energy for certain situations. And I definitely feel like labradorite is one of those, intuitive, but also very projective. So labradorite helps to protect your energetic field. So that means that if you are a person that gets into the habit of surrounding yourself with a white light or blue light or whatever color light that you surround yourself with for protection, working with labradorite or wearing labradorite while you're doing that can definitely help to strengthen that energetic field around yourself. So I definitely highly recommend that. So labradorite helps to protect you from psychic attacks. So sleeping with labradorite next to your bedside or having it on you while you're sleeping definitely will help to protect you during your astral travels, because it can get a little scary. It can get a little bit, out of hand or out of pocket if you're not really all that aware, or, you're not so much fully in control when you're astral traveling. So definitely, if you need that anchor, that thread to connect you from the heavens to the earth, then definitely when you're astral traveling, labradorite is one of those minerals to help with that. So it helps for empathic clearing. So if you find yourself to be an empath, so you just, you absorb a lot of people's feelings, emotions, working with labradorite can help you to kind of put up a healthy wall for yourself. It helps you set healthy boundaries so that you can still be of service, but you're not taking on that negative energy. Help to clear, so that you're not attached to negative energies or energies that don't serve you. So we briefly talked about this, but it helps to boost your psychic ability. So that means that your intuition, your clairsentience, your clairaudience, which means that you hear things that other people don't hear. It really helps you to awaken your spiritual gifts. As I always say, every human on this planet is very spiritual, is very powerful in their own way. And I definitely feel like certain minerals, certain crystals can definitely help to bring that out more. And you're able to do your workings more, your manifestations more, your protection more, your uncrossings more. So definitely working with labradorite can help you to just tap more into your personal magic. Labradorite helps to improve your strength and your will and your willpower. So I always kind of consider willpower to be your magic too. So it definitely helps to strengthen that. And I feel like it definitely, with it being tied to Leo as well, Leo is is ruled by the strength card in tarot. So it definitely will help to improve on your strength and your willpower so that you can execute, be that warrior in your life, so that you are unstoppable. You know what you need to do in your life. You're not harming anyone, you're kind of just focused. We talked about spectrolite. Now, spectrolite is sometimes known as finished labradorite, so that probably just means that it was finished developing in the earth, and that's probably how we have these very vibrant colors. The colors on labradorite and spectrolite are very different. Spectrolite colors are on a whole other different level, and sometimes they have beautiful, beautiful patterns. I'll make sure I put some pictures up on the side so you guys can see as well. But definitely beautiful, beautiful patterns on spectrolite. Remember, spectrolite comes from Finland. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on labradorite. If you guys did, please give this video a thumbs up. Please give this video a share to anyone who loves crystals. And if you enjoy the channel, please, subscribe. We would love to have you. We talk about crystals every week, and we get more in depth with them. So if there's any minerals I have missed during each zodiac sign season, don't worry, because I will, there will be another season cycling back again. So I will pick back up on the ones I didn't or touch on in the past. So I'll definitely make sure that I check in on you guys as soon as, I get these videos out for you guys. I'll make sure I do a live on YouTube so we can talk personally, so we can, throw ideas out and throw, information, at each other, and, just talk about, spirituality. So yes, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are having an awesome fall, and I hope you guys are getting ready for spooky season. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care, guys, and have an awesome night. Bye, guys.